Okay, so this message is for those of us who enjoy our quiet space, our alone time, and even being in solitude, right? Most people who are adults and actually bask in that environment now, typically it's because you come from a household where it was real chaotic, traumatic, stressful, a lot of activity, or even if it wasn't stressful, like there was just a lot going on, a lot of partying, a lot of sharing, a lot of doing. So it's like there was never a real downtime for you to connect with yourself. And then as you went growing and becoming who you are today, you realize that all of that was just a whole bunch of mess that you carried into your lifetime and you don't want to have it anymore. And so in this moment, you have an opportunity to learn who you are, learn what you enjoy, learn to have intimacy with yourself. Because if you think about it, into me, you see. So it's like you're looking at yourself, right? And so this message is for us, right? Because I've, heard the whispers. People talk to me about it, other people come and share their experience but it's always about there's a problem with you being alone, or you ain't lonely, or what you doing all that time by yourself. But then I recently had an exchange with a gentleman when I was walking, and he's like, "You're the girl with the pretty grass, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think." And he's like, "You spend a lot of time in your patio by yourself?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." And he's like, "That's good. That means you stay out of trouble." And I was like, "Well, you know how the house was growing up. It was always a whole bunch of noise." He's like, "Yeah, I know." And he's like, "I'm glad that you found your space and that you're at peace. Keep up the great work." Right? And that was kind of like a reminder, because prior to that interaction with him, I literally had somebody tell me, like, I'm going crazy in my house just talking to God by myself, right? But I'm not going crazy. If anything, I'm sharpening my skills, being able to learn my gifts and reestablishing my relationship with God, right? And understanding that, like, if I'm not whole within myself, then everything else doesn't matter, because why should something or someone's presence mean more in my life than my own? And so these are things that I've been like having to work on. But I also realized that while I've been working on this, God has also been polishing like the way I care for myself, the self thoughts that I have, the self-talk that I have. And I realized that a lot of the negative self-talk that I have actually stems from my childhood, the environment that I was in, the back and forth hidden animosity, like having parents that were supposed to protect you and they provide for you, but in reality, it was because it was their obligation. And then as an adult, they throw in your face, like, I did this for you, I did that for you. But in reality, you did it because you had to. You chose to bring me into this world. And to be honest, at this point now, I realize that whenever those voices come back into my head, it's not because I'm lacking anything or I'm telling myself that I need anything. Really and truly, it's those people pulling on my energy because they realize that I don't need them anymore. And so now at this point, I sit here, I do all my studies. A lot of people judge. But people don't understand, because they're like, "Oh, you're into the spiritual world, but you talk about God and you're real in depth with the Bible and confirmation and all this other stuff." So it's kind of like I've had a list of people who have assisted me in the virtual world, from doctors to prophets to ministers to tarot readers to oracles to counselors to just sisters and brothers and spirits, just strangers who give me encouraging words so I can keep going, because some way, somehow, we're helping each other. And so I don't even know why I'm saying all of this, but I want you to know that if you are going through an experience where you're by yourself, but you also feel complete, you feel whole, you feel like in your alone time, you're actually benefiting versus losing. Keep doing that for you. And always remember, the Bible says it, prophets aren't going to be accepted in their own community. Meaning, sometimes not even your family is going to connect with you in the way they're supposed to, because in reality, they ain't supposed to. A lot of people think that just because we're blood, that means we're connected, but that ain't how it goes. A lot of people say the saying, blood is thicker than water, but in reality, the saying is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Meaning that bond, that connection with that word and that covenant that you made with that person is way stronger than any water, any womb, any water of any womb that you share with other people. Sometimes it's those same people that come from your lineage that are going to try to destroy you because they see you're trying to better the lineage. They see you trying to clear curses from the bloodline. They see that you're trying to heal so that the new babies and the children who are being abused secretly, or like even in animosity, let's let the plane go. You're healing and you're doing changes so that you can help others that are connected to you and others that are collectively, consciously connected to you. And so keep doing what you need to do, because ultimately, at the end of the day, God is fueling you to do it. And it may not make sense to the people around you in your community. It may not make sense to your blood family. But it makes sense to those that need the word, those that have experienced a change, those who actually do the shadow work, those who understand that healing is an ongoing process, but they give themselves the chance to face those demons and heal what they need to. Those who are releasing addictions, those who are releasing temptations, like those are the people that your shift and your change fuels. Not them people that talk about you. So don't worry about the folks that talk about you. I'm missing 2 nails. That's what happens when you go digging in the dirt with your nails. Anyways, I love y'all. This is a word of encouragement for me and for anybody else who needs it. Enjoy your alone time. Ignore the people that make it seem like your alone time isn't great. And when you know you a vibe, you enjoy yourself. Okay? All right. Now let me sip on my coffee.